Okay, quick video on this truck here. This is a 85 M1028. It's got some rust on it, but it's fairly well intact, and the price was right, and it runs really good. This was probably the best running 6.2 that I've come across so far. So this is just the cleanup I've done in it in the few days that I've had it. I hurried up and put a quick 383 paint job on it and freshened the wheels up because it was in primer, surface rusted through, and there's still the rot in the cab corners, rockers, and the doors that isn't fixed. But I had to at least get it presentable before it got too cold to do anything with it, because it really looked bad. But I at least got it to presentable, and it does run good. So I'm just going to do a quick walk around on it. And this would be the bad side. This rocker on this side's almost totally gone, but the inner rocker, the cab support, and most of the floor is solid. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now, what's funny about this here, the seller did not know that this was an M1028. The door was changed, possibly when it was still in the military, because the tag on the door reads for an M1009 Blazer. So I don't know if the owner of this particular truck would have known any different, but they definitely did not know that this was a 1028. So that was pretty good. Got the inside, and this is actually after being cleaned up. The seat is pretty well destroyed. This driver's door panel needs gone over, but the radio delete plate is intact, and it's original. So that's what I like to see. 62,000 miles. I said it runs really good. And this is the worst of it right here. The outer rocker, part of the floor, but the inner rocker and the cab brace are intact. So how I told that this was a M28 1028 in the pictures was, in the pictures of the frame, which is pretty rusty, I could see that it had the overload brackets. Now the overload spring is missing, but the overload brackets are in place. Whenever you see the overload brackets, you should know that it should have a track lock in the front. So I saw the overload brackets, and then I confirmed that it was a 1028 by the GVW, which is 9,400 instead of 8,800 for your 1008. And then the third thing, since this is the original bed, is it does not have the tie downs in the corners. Rather, it has holes where presumably it either did have the communication shelter intact or had the provisions to have it put in. So that's how we told that. And it's also nice that those shackles are in place. The pintle is missing. That's where they had the license plate mounted. But even those original shackles are starting to get hard to find. The blackout lights are in place. They weren't painted over, so I didn't paint over them. I actually haven't even tried them yet, but I'm thinking there's a good chance that those will work. Same with the drive light in the grill. I think there's a really good chance that will actually work, but I haven't actually tested it yet. Been going through all the other stuff on it, but this is the quick video here. And I might as well start it up real quick too. That was another one of the issues with this truck when I got it, was the ignition was busted, but it was able to manage one last start when I looked at it. So that was good to see that it ran. Be nice if that belt didn't squirrel. That belt does quit once it gets warm. Of course, it had to squeal for the video, but that's the quick overview of this truck. Real happy with it. I think it's got some pretty good potential. Thanks for watching.